Now, Storm Tracker 9 weather with meteorologist Holden LaCroix.
It was a frosty start to the morning, and the calendar says Halloween, but it feels more like the month of November out there. In fact, probably Thanksgiving weather, arguably. Temperatures this morning were in the teens out across the east side. Areas of Eugene managed to get down to around 29 officially at the airport. Some locations obviously got a lot colder. Roseburg, we had some cloud cover move in last night, and that kind of kept the temperature up. We'll have to wait and see if that happens again tonight. But for the most part, another cold start. Temperatures that we saw this morning will be very similar as we head into the day on Sunday. But believe it or not, we're actually expecting to warm the overnight low temperatures thanks to this area of low pressure offshore. It is a cold front, but it's going to increase the moisture in the atmosphere. And whenever that happens, it reduces the diurnal swing. So we don't have as big of swings in temperatures, and it kind of warms those overnight lows. So we are expecting that, as well as the rain chances to return as we head toward the start of November. But we saw this high pressure in place, and kind of the culprit for the cold air this morning is this right here. Kind of forces all of that cold air right down to the surface, and that's what we saw this morning. And again, as we wake up on Sunday, temperatures are going to be in the upper 20s to around 30 degrees, even out toward the Oregon coast, like what we saw this morning in Florence. But toward the rest of the week, we get these changes underway. It first comes in the phase of cloud cover on Halloween. Looks like it's going to remain dry, but as we head toward the start of November, it gets a little bit warmer with those overnight lows, but that also means those rain chances are increasing. So for your Sunday afternoon, just a little bit warmer than yesterday, but the coast, check out, we get more of a offshore wind. You guys are going to be in the upper 60s. Taking a look at future scan, we're actually going to flash forward toward Halloween morning, and you can see the cloud cover increasing, not necessarily the precipitation chances, but once we head toward the start of November, we shift gears completely, and we are talking about active weather continuing as the rain sharing begins. And you can see that flux of moisture starting to move in. Believe it or not, it's actually a pineapple express as we head towards the start of November, and that's a tropical rich moisture coming in from the state of Hawaii, which usually means some hefty rain totals across the region, and that does look like the case, but it's not really this area of low pressure. We have several phases of moisture starting as we head towards November, so the dry cold is ending, and then we're going to have some wet, warmer temperatures as we head toward the rest of next week, mainly after Halloween. Again, timing TBA, that could change, but for now, looks like Halloween is going to remain dry for the most part. 68 degrees for the Oregon coast. Wet weather does return, especially on Thursday. A little bit breezy as well. High temperatures mainly in the 50s, near 60 degrees. The Umpqua Basin around 60 Sunday afternoon after some patchy morning frost. Again, we are going to have to watch for some cloud cover. Again, kind of like what we saw this morning, but wet weather returns on Thursday. For the Cascade Passes, we're not talking about snow. Those overnight lows, even up at 5,000 to 6,000 feet, are still going to be around 36, 34 as we head towards next Thursday, Friday. Afternoon highs in the 40s. And for Eugene and Corvallis, 56 degrees Sunday afternoon, but the wet and breezy weather returns on Thursday.